5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank each of you for being here. This is extremely important, as I know you understand. And in fact, this hearing today is kind of a culmination, if you will, of a number of hearings. We've had them throughout all our subcommittees, and because the focus is so different for each area that we have jurisdiction over here in this committee. So it's very important, whether we're talking about cybersecurity, whether we're talking about drug development or whatever. I want to ask you, Mr. Khan, the National Institutes of Standards and Technology, NIST, that falls under Department of Commerce, and is that correct?
Yes.
And they've been given a lot of responsibilities within the President's executive order. That includes the development of AI safety information. So I understand that NIST is going to be relying on outside agencies to help them with that, and I'm okay with that. But I just want to make sure, how is the Department of Commerce going to ensure that there's a diverse set of viewpoints that are incorporated into this effort?
Thank you, Congressman. Yeah, it's a critical issue that we're thinking about. Certainly as we launch our consortium to support the activities of NIST in the AI Safety Institute, we're really hoping to have kind of a wide range of stakeholders within industry, not just large companies, but small and medium businesses as well, academics, nonprofits. I would also point out that NIST also houses the National AI Advisory Committee, which includes an advisory board essentially that has a range of stakeholders from kind of different parts of industry, different parts of academia. So we're really focused on getting a voice from a wide range of stakeholders.
And that's so important. As I said earlier, all of our subcommittees have had separate meetings on it. It's so diverse and so impactful on everything. The National Telecommunications Information Administration, NITA, they also play an important role in AI responsibility. So how is the Department of Commerce overseeing the coordination between NTIA and NIST?
Thank you for that question, Congressman. So yeah, we have a robust coordination on AI policy ongoing across the department. Part of that is, of course, my job to be talking to all of these different bureaus across the department, but we have quite a few resources kind of devoted to that inter-bureau collaboration, and especially on certain issues. Just to take one example, we've had a lot of work in the kind of international AI policy space, working with allies and partners in the G7. There was the recent UK AI Safety Institute, and really all of the bureaus, NIST, NTIA, others like BIS, and others, all have kind of unique equities when it comes to kind of international AI policy. And so, we'll regularly have, input from across the bureaus on key issues that relate to that.
Right.
That's just one example, but across other issues as well.
Okay, well, in the coming months, the Department of Commerce is going to be putting out a series of requests for comments in response to the executive order. So with that expectation of having multiple requests in various areas, do you feel like the U.S. government has the staff to review these comments, and will the government have to utilize outside help for that?
Thank you, Congressman. So we're focused on executing the tasks under the executive order with the funding and the resources we have. But of course, to better accomplish the mission, I think additional resources for commerce and the bureaus, I think, would be helpful.
How are you going to make sure that some of these third parties don't have a conflict of interest?
Absolutely. That's a critical issue that we look into. So the consortium that we are launching under NIST, for example, all of the members will essentially be able to join on kind of an even playing field, and we're absolutely kind of
Ms. Few and Dr. Topeth, both of y'all are going to be involved in this too. So how are you going to assure that these outside agencies don't have a conflict of interest that you're utilizing?
I'll go first. So we are tasked in the executive order to work very closely with Commerce, and we do not plan to use outside agencies. We are, as I mentioned earlier, we have a stable at our national labs of tremendous expertise, especially on AI safety and security, that we would look to bring to bear to support Commerce in this effort. Okay. The Institute is something that we would also look to support, but we are not going to be engaging external agencies.
Yeah, we similarly, for everything in the executive order, we're going to be doing that within existing resources and existing authority.
Okay, well, I certainly hope in healthcare that we do get some diverse opinions out there too, so that'll be important. I'm out of time again. Thank all of you. This is extremely important, guys. I hope y'all recognize that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back, and now